In week 2, we're looking at our summative assignments. Make sure you're going through Blackboard to get the ZY book to do this. And it will take us to our first lab in the summative for week 2 with interstate highway numbers. And so it's going to indicate here to launch from Blackboard so that your grade book syncs up properly. So make sure you do that. So in our example, it talks about the highway system, how it's numbering. Odd numbers go north-south, even numbers go east-west, and then there's auxiliary highways that are numbered 100 through 999, and the primary highway indicators that rate most 2 digits. So, for example, the 405 serves the 5, and the 290 serves the 90 as an example. So given the highway numbers indicate whether it's a primary auxiliary highway. If it's auxiliary, indicate the primary highway it serves, and also indicate if the primary highway uses north, south, or east, west. So you have an input, you're going to use a 90, which you're going to put into your input statement here. And that's the expected output. Now I already ran this one before, and so I have the code already all here set up to show you. And so basically you're setting your integers. Make sure you start in the first column. You're going to get the highway number from the input. And here's the comment line of an invalid number. So first you're checking to see if the number is even valid or not. So if the highway is less than 1 or greater than 999, you're going to output this following statement. It's not a valid highway. Okay. To output. And then if it's a valid number, you're going to do this else statement, right? So here's the if here. You have the proper notation of 3 spaces. So if this is true, it's going to hit that. And you're basically going to exit all the way. If that's true, if it's an error, and then get the next input. Otherwise, it's a valid number. And it's going to go first on the else. Check to see if it's auxiliary highway. The highway is greater than 99. In this case, you're going to output the, and then you're going to output the highway number. Okay, notice I have a space there so I can have the with blank and then the highway number. And then you're going to have a leading space in that next output in the string there. Right here, you see that? Here is auxiliary. And then now you're going to get the primary rightmost 2 digits. So if the primary number equals a highway, and this is the modulo, which is going to give you a division either with a remainder of 0 or 1, and it's going to put the servicing output there and puts the primary number. Okay, so it's going to be that divisible there, and then here's the comment line, and else the primary number is the highway number. You're going to put that to output. That's what these 3 statements do. And if it's even east or west, if the primary number, in this case, you're going to do the modular divided by 2, and the remainder is going to be a 0 or 1. And if in the case of a 0, that's what this does. It's a comparison. It's comparing to see if the remainder is 0. If so, then it's east-west to output. Otherwise, it's going to be odd. So if this statement is false, that means it must be 1. It's going to execute this else statement to go north-south. So you could take a look at the sample code provided and watch that there. So, and then I just take my input here of the highway 90, and I put it in the input statement, and let's see if I can run it even though I did it before. Let's try executing it, and I'm going to go slow speed so you can see. Let's run it. And so it's getting the input, it's checking the number, and it sees that the primary number, and then it's going to output that 90. And it's putting that statement in to show that 90 is primary, and it's going east-west. Okay, and then I would click here to submit for grading, and that's basically what I've done before. So once again, take a look at the sample if you have any issues.